It is Turtles Thursday. I want to tell you something cool here. Tell me something cool. We have this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure. It is one of the mutants that has got pieces you can pop and swap parts with other ones. It comes with an extra head, which is creepy as mess to see a head sitting there in the basket with it. But this is called, and it looks like a dude. But you know how with seahorses, the guys are actually the ones that reproduce or something stupid they made up. I don't know. Mustang Sally. My Walmart also had Lee the Eel, which is funny because that's backwards. I did not see Goldfin. I did see Genghis Frog. I did not see Pigeon Pete. I do have Wingnut. Oh, I've already put him up because I had too much junk on my table, which once again, it's getting junky again. And they did have Cowboy version of the Turtles, but I'm like, didn't I have that already from the 4-pack I got? And of course, these are last year's stuff. So this is the one I was like looking forward to this year, and now I guess I'm done because I don't know anything about this series of Turtles, and it does not look like it's something for me. And I've seen the movie, actually. Not my thing, but hey, if it's your thing, that's cool. I'm more very old school, but there's once in a while there's a character that I'm like, man, that character's too cool just to leave behind. That would be this character right here because seahorses are cool. I always thought they were really cool before I saw Aquaman riding on one. Ooh, speaking of which, do I have him in my pocket? Yes, let's have Aquaman say hey to the seahorse. See, Aquaman is my pocket pal lately. Here he is. He's like telepathically connecting to this seahorse. All right, let's get her out of the package. Him, her, it, whatever. Who knows what's going on with these cartoons these days? I cringe to think about what's going on. All right, there is one that's high right here. Focus down a little bit. I don't know about you, but my ADHD, I get more distracted by all the stuff on the back. It's a hemp bracelet tie, so you can make your friend a friendship bracelet when you're done with this. There's also a plastic one I just happened to notice on the pieces right here, but I think I can pop them off without worrying about that. See? Although the handcuffs on him, yeah, her, it, whatever. See, that's why I'm beginning to wonder, like, is this cartoon one of those brainwashing cartoons that they're putting out for kids these days? I don't know. That's why I'm personally not into the modern stuff as much, because I get tired of all that stuff. It's like, let's make things fun again. Let's stop trying to preach your weird agendas to them. Okay, that head came off of that. I don't even know what that is, so. All right, so that slid out without too much worries. All right, so we got the head of Wingnut, which I've always liked that name because if you've ever seen the movie, or the movies, Endless Summer and Endless Summer 2, Wingnut is a character in one of them, and I think it's Endless Summer 2. It's hard to remember that far back. Endless Summer 2 is actually the first one I saw, and then I saw Endless Summer. So it's like, if there's a 2, there must be a 1. There is. All right, so getting it, him, her, it, whatever, straight out of the package. The articulation is right there. So you can pop it off. And you can put on bat head, the wing nut. It looks like the vest can actually come off, which is really strange because it does have little things right here to plug it into it. I don't know if that's for the purpose of maybe you want to blend in with whatever you're popping it on. So it's got ball joints right there. You could take that completely off. I wasn't sure if it was going to be glued on the back. You could put a turtle arm on there if you want to. Let's see, the legs. Of course, they come off. I don't think I have any extra legs. And there's this weird looking, looks like a, well, with the body, it looks like a slug, but it kind of reminds me of a voodoo doll or whatever. It just looks creepy. I don't know. All right, so the legs can come off. The tail, I'm not going to even try the tail because that's one of those features I don't think that they would make it come off. So the tail can go around 360 degrees. Everything else is on a ball joint. As you can clearly see from the balls, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation for limbs. And on this particular one, there's a 6th one because it has a tail. I'll just leave it with the word it. All right, let's put this head on there. All right, that's cool. So one of the things I like about these is you can swap out the body parts out. Oh, this reminds me, when I went to Whiteville, they did not give me the right one that I bought. Oh, well. I was supposed to get that one back, but whatever. Que sera, sera. All right, so back to making this back into the seahorse. Don't forget the jacket. You want to put that on first before you put on the limbs. I mean, you could probably try to do it the way, but good luck with that. It plugs in right here and here as well, and there's 3 points of plugging in on the back. The feet, I'm going to guess that's the right foot because of just the way it's going. It's got that much range in the legs. There's no knee articulation and no ankle articulation, which is fine. It's fine for me personally. The hands, let's see. The arms have that much articulation. There's nothing in the elbows. And a long time ago, I remember it was like, gosh, was it like 10 years ago? They were doing the pop and swap feature for something at that time too. And I remember they had limited, it was the one with the cat. The cat was so cool, the tiger guy. And I noticed when I bought him, I had the other tiger version. He didn't have elbow articulation. I was kind of like bummed at first, but I was like, you know what? You're trading articulation for that really cool feature of being able to just pop and swap. So I'm okay with that. It's fine. Plus, the feeling of this plastic is really neat. It's kind of softish. So it comes with a coral reef with the axe that looks like it was cut or hewn out of, like, I don't know, rock. And it looks like he's like, off with your head. There we go. So heads will roll. All right, so standing up next to Aquaman, this is, of course, a 4-inch, maybe 3 3/4 inch Aquaman from Spin Master, who is also an ocean dweller. That's how they are very different in size. Let's get the exact measurements for this underwater person, originally, but obviously I don't think you'd wear like baggy pants in the water. That would drag a lot. All right, so we got about 4.5 inches to the top of the head. At the top of the flume, it is about 5 inches though. And for the rest of the world, that makes it about 11 centimeters to the top of the head, and then 12.5 to the top of the, whatever the heck that one, like main flume, whatever you want to call it. All right, so again, the pieces you have left over, you have this head, which is, again, it looks like one of those ragdoll heads. Or what were those ragdolls they made for a while there that, I don't know, like, it looks like one of those heads. That's all I can say. You can do that if you really wanted to. Well, the ball joints are all the same, so if you for some reason wanted to make this seahorse into something a little bit more handy, get it handy, you can do this. So I really do enjoy this play feature, me personally, because as a kid, I don't know, most of you are my age or older, but a few of you might not remember the Micronauts, but it was the interchangeable world of the Micronauts, and a lot of the figures you can take apart and rearrange, especially like Biotron, Croyer. You couldn't do it with the Time Travelers per se. A few pieces on them could. And of course, a lot of the machinery you can do it to as well. All right, so that is what is the name of this thing again? It's some kind of weird name. I kept wanting to say Lee the Ill, but it's not Lee the Ill. Mustang Sally. This is Mustang Sally. And I'm just going to pretend like it's like a boy named Sue. Oh, and then the tail, it just swivels. There's no ball articulation. It gives a little bit here, but I think it's because of its material. All right. Let me know in the comments if this is something you're picking up, if you're looking out for, because I know a lot of you are looking out for it. I'm going to actually drop this video earlier than I normally would. I know I would have been like, oh, thank you for dropping that video, because I was like, I knew they're coming out, but I figured it'd be coming out in the fall. Hey, I found it today looking for something else, actually. I was looking through the retro turtles. They had soccer players, all they have left at my store. I told you some of those things go fast, and some of the things like soccer players, nobody here plays soccer, so it doesn't sell. The basketball player, it sold. But no, soccer is a popular sport in most of the world, except for this part of the world, I guess. I'm just saying, I like soccer. I thought when I was a kid, I had a friend that played soccer who lived in a bigger city. I'd only see him like at certain events, because my dad and his dad worked together. That's how I knew him. And I remember thinking, soccer seems pretty cool. But anyway, we never even played at my middle school or high school when I was growing up. I never saw a soccer ball at my school growing up. So I was like, man, I wish I lived in a big city so I could play cool sports. No, I don't. I'm glad I grew up in the country. All right, y'all have a great day.